So this is the current state of my desk. There's Lego, there's various things lying about, makeup brushes. I got another piercing, so this is having to stay out. And this is like a lamp that's meant to help with sun exposure during the winter. Don't know, you might have heard of it, you might not have. Don't use it. Then we've got this drawer here, which is turned into my makeup collection drawer. Not going to go through my makeup collection again. This is also makeup collection. It's just this cupboard here that we're going to be going through in this video. So the bottom shelf is notebooks, middle shelf is jewellery, and the top shelf is all the little bits and pieces of stationery. So I think I'm going to start with my notebooks because I wanted to check what sort of things I had available. So this is all my notebooks out just now. Excuse the state of the carpet, I really need to like deep clean the carpet at some point. So this is the Grey's Anatomy colouring book. Thanks Roma for this. I actually should lay it out so that I can get back to it because it's quite enjoyable. Got one that's Hocus Pocus as well. This one is a beautiful notebook, but this is all my Sims families that I had at one point in one game. You can go figure that yourself. Multiple generations, all the way up to here. I think this notebook might be blank. No, that's my travel list of where I want to go and potential holidays for the family. None of these we ended up going on. Okay, so this notebook definitely hasn't been touched, I don't think. Fingers crossed. No. And this one hasn't been touched. So the notebooks have to be set aside for something, which I will reveal in my next catch-up video slash Q&A. I was just watching something that was quite interesting, so I took some notes on serial killers and criminal profiling because I find that sort of stuff interesting. Anyways, yeah, I was just getting into the habit of making nice notes. Again, you'll see why in the next Q&A, but I think many of you who know me personally slash closely will know why already. At one point I had my desk really nice last year. This is like a desktop quotes thing, so yeah, need to dig this back out and sort of tidy the desk, maybe get some fairy lights and stuff and just make it look nice again. So I will put that on the top amongst all the rubbish. So this is a nice little writing set that I got from Typo. Again, I don't really have much function for it at the minute, but it's something always to hold on to, and I just love how it looks as well. It's super nice. It would make a nice present for somebody, but I'm keeping it for myself. Now this is super cool. I have a spiral art set, which is what this was, and these are some of the patterns that I managed to create. This is just sort of me practicing, but I want to keep these because some of them are quite cool. This was used, yeah, I went through a phase of labelling notebooks, but this was used as like my YouTube planning notebook at one point, but I've got very specific notebooks for different things now, so that can go back there. This I don't think has anything in it either. Neither does this. Oh, that's cute. I might put this aside for somebody as a present who could use it more than me, because it's a very nice notebook and there's no use in just sitting in this cupboard. This was my teenage diary, which will never be shared publicly, but yeah, keep a hold of that always. And this is what I used to plan my weeks when I was at university. It's a bit of a posh planner, but again, it will come in handy at some point, I'm sure. If it hasn't been like water damaged and used, I would give it to somebody who's still at uni, but it's a very nice thing. And then this one was to go like round your laptop, so I'll keep a hold of all of those. And yeah, just figure a way to make this bottom shelf, which is quite deep, look so neat. There is how I've arranged it. Little notebooks at the front, bigger notebooks at the back. Now to move on to this shelf here. This was a jewellery box that my grand sister gave me, unfortunately no longer here with us, but it's really handy for travelling because there's room for like rings or earrings now that I've got my ears pierced. And I should probably actually lay that out for this weekend. So yeah, now this is the actual jewellery box, and I'm only showing you this because there is literally no valuable jewellery in this. Like, the pearls are fake, all of this is costume jewellery, and all of this is costume jewellery as well, like nothing real here. So these are my rings, which again, I went mental in Primark one day and bought all these sort of costume cheap earrings, just for if I had a specific purpose for them, which I'll go through them at some point and pick out the ones that I'm most likely to wear, and then if I'm not likely to wear them, they can be gifted to somebody else who will or will make use of them. This is when I went mental in Primark. Oh, we've got more stuff. One of these little white trays, my old tripod, one of these that I need to know where that is at some point, and my makeup / toiletry bag, which is another thing that I need to look out for this weekend. So it's actually quite a good thing that I've went through this desk. Anyway, that is the second shelf. I know I should probably clean it as I go, but okay, moving on to the top shelf. Hole puncher, stapler, the sellotape thing is somewhere. This one I think has seen better days. Oh, this one's alright. I think I have used it slightly. This is the Spirograph stuff in here. Again, cat stuff is from Paperchase. If I can show you inside, it's just all these little mechanisms. Spare sellotape things, a big ruler. See what I mean? This desk is just overflowing. Now this is probably what's going to take up the main portion of this video, which is just going through this, sorting it, and seeing what I can keep, what I can't. Went through the basket just to see what I had, and this is it, reorganised. So that is my desk tour. I know I should really make use of these two drawers as well for desk stuff, but I am trying to whittle down the amount that I'm collecting / owning. So yeah, thank you so much for watching.